Okay, so we're on day 18. Today I did back and biceps, and it was a good workout. I got my workout done early in the morning. Um, yeah, I don't know. Today, you really have to find out what your goals are. Do you know what your fitness goals are? And one thing I'm learning about this road trip, is that sometimes you just don't have any time, or it feels like you don't have any time to work out. You don't have time to make the right meals. Um, but in reality, a lot of that is just that we choose the easier option to make, to pick up fast food. We choose the easier option of fast food. And, not because we want to all the time, but sometimes because we feel like we just don't have a choice. But in reality, if you plan things out and you work really hard, you do have a choice and you can make good decisions. But sometimes it's just extremely difficult and you have to put in that much more effort. But I feel that everybody can accomplish their goals if they really, really want to. And although there's going to be times when you have to put in more effort, you have to find a way to adapt. You have to find something that you could do. Like when we first arrived, um, there weren't any weights around. I couldn't get into the gym. It was too late, and just wasn't anything I could do. So I had to find body weight exercises, even though I didn't really want to do those. That was my only choice, and so I had to make the conscious decision to think about. I wanted to. It was chest and triceps day, so I did, decline push-ups. I did flat push-ups. I did incline push-ups. I did crunches. I did a few squats. I did things that I could do without any weight, without any sort of plates or anything like that. So sometimes you're going to have those times where you're just not going to have things available to you. You got to grab a paint can. You've got to pick up a cinder block. You've got to do whatever you have to make it work. Now, granted, it's not always going to be the prettiest. It's not always going to be fun. It's not always going to be what you want. But how important is your goal? You have to think about that, and you have to think about what your goal truly is. You have to have a very clear picture of what you really want. It's easy to say, okay, well, I just want to get in shape, but that doesn't give you enough information to develop a plan to get into shape the way that you're envisioning. Maybe it's you want to get down to 10% body fat, right? Depending on where you are, there's a lot of things that you're going to have to do to get down to that weight and to cut that much body fat. And maybe you're, really intense and you're a bodybuilder and you're like, I need to get down to 3%. Then you have to be ultra strict, ultra disciplined, right? But it's just, it's really about finding what your goal is and figuring out what it is that you want at the end of this year, right? And we can get there. And for me personally, my goal is to lose 30 pounds and get down to 190 or 195, and I want to be at about 10% body fat. I feel that that's sustainable and it's something that I can achieve and reach. And once I get there, maybe I will change my goal and have it be different. Maybe it'll be less, but that's my goal for right now. So do your best, figure out what your goal is, work really hard, even if it seems impossible that you can't get an exercise in, or you don't have time, or you've got kids, or your job, or whatever. Make the time. Find a way, because it is possible and you can do it. If you don't have money for gym equipment, you don't have money for the gym, there are things around your house, there are things that you can make to help you. So do everything in your power to make that happen. And don't get discouraged. My biggest thing, one of the biggest things, and this is a point I wanted to make, and I was trying to think of it while I was talking, but don't get discouraged when you fall off the wagon. Don't get discouraged when you're not eating super healthy and you have to eat a sandwich, or you're trying to cut carbs. Don't get discouraged when you make a mistake. Don't get discouraged when you have a bad meal and just shut down and do nothing. You need to get back on the wagon fast. If you can cut that, bad habit and say, okay, if I fail, I'm going to get right back on. I'm going to do it quickly, right? Then it doesn't matter if you make a mistake every once in a while, because guess what? You're working. Number one, it's going to shock your body a little bit, and number two, you're going to work all those things off, because now you have a plan. Now you're working. Now you're still getting back into the exercise. What happens is people fall off the wagon and then they completely shut down and stop. They don't exercise anymore. They don't get back on their healthy eating. They just quit because they feel that they have failed themselves. And I don't want you guys to feel like that. I want you guys to be successful. Work really hard, never give up. And if you fall off the wagon, jump back on quickly, get back into your routine. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for everything. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.